the making of the new Strokes album. And Nikolai from the band, from the Strokes. Hello, how are you? Thanks for coming on tonight.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
Now it's nice to get another take on how this record came to be, because we've had Julian on, we've had Mr. Valencia on when we played Undercover of Darkness for the first time a few weeks ago. Were you one of those, Nikolai? Let's get right into this. Were you one of those in the camp, eager to get back into the studio and get this album out there, or were you quite happy to stay away and then you were doing your own thing and wait until everyone was ready?
I was definitely eager at first, and then as time went on, you know, it took quite a while, so I was just kind of waiting around and, you know, waiting for everybody to get back.
I mean, a lot's been said about the making of this album. You did it very differently to the first three Strokes records. You know, it seemed a bit Julian away from the rest of the band, and then you all came together at the end. Was that kind of the way it worked? Talk us through it a bit.
It was kind of more, we were all together at the beginning.
Right.
During the writing process and arranging and working things out, and then we had a period where it was just the four of us recording, actually putting stuff to tape, or to files nowadays.
Yeah.
And then later Julian came and we kind of reconvened to finalize it.
And what was it's kind of a new way of working. I'm not sure if you want to repeat it. What was the good things about doing it that way? What worked and what didn't?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
The good things about it were, I mean, you know, when we went upstate and to Albert's studio, that was kind of a high point for me, because it was very relaxed, and, you know, we weren't in some big studio. It was just kind of a really nice environment to be recording. And the low points are obvious, that we weren't all together, and it's a lot harder and it takes a lot longer to kind of, you know, work through ideas when it's not everybody there. You know.
I mean, even when you weren't together, when you know the band were doing the music and Julian was working on lyrics or getting ready to put his vocal down, were you all on the same page, or were you all kind of working on different elements of songs?
Yeah, I mean, we were all pretty much, the songs were pretty much done in terms of, you know, mostly done in terms of writing and arranging, but you know, we just had a lot of fun experimenting with things and, you know, kind of just trying out a bunch of new stuff.
Hey, do you think you're asking more of your fans on this album, in terms of there's so much going on musically and there's some fantastic songs on the record, but you know, maybe more than your previous album, some of these tunes really take a good few listens before you really take them in, because as I say, there's a lot going on there musically. You got a kind of an awareness of that, or a take on that? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, I hope that it takes a few listens, because, you know, after a 5-year break, you know, we didn't want to do something that, you know, oh, one listen, okay, that's it, I get it. Yeah. You know, it's, so yeah, I mean, you know, and there were also a lot of ideas and a lot of things that got cut and changed, and, you know, it was quite, you know, a process putting it all into 35 minutes.
Are there any, the truth in the rumours that was doing the rounds early in the week here in the UK, that I think it was a Julian quote actually, that, you know, after this 5-year wait for this record, that you're already thinking about getting back into the studio and you've already got stuff planned for the next record. Is that, can you confirm or deny?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually just fresh off the fresh news, we just we were talking yesterday about when we would get back together and start working on writing for the next album, which should be at some point at the you know, some point soon. I think around April, mid-April.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really soon. So it could be the case that after, you know, 5 years waiting for this next record, there could be two in relative quick succession. Is that fair to say? Maybe.
That's fair to say, and it's hopefully.
Listen, great to speak to you, Nikolai, and we're looking forward to seeing you at Reading Festival this summer. It's just been announced, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Great, thank you.